It's number 3 in your packet, and that is funding request for Old Gays book signing and panel discussion. And we have the staff recommending the Public Arts Commission consider this item for funding, and if approved, direct the item to be brought to City Council for approval. The sponsor for this is Commissioner Travis.
I will turn it over to Commissioner Travis for the report.
Thank you very much. I have Antonio here, who's from the PACE committee, and he's going to come up and speak. He's going to,
Do we have the book to go up there, or we do?
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming back up.
Okay, great.
Bit of a delay.
All right, well, before I start, after all that, I'm bringing you a very inexpensive project. So I'm Antonio Bishu. I'm the commissioner for the vice chair for Parks and Community Events. We're proposing a collaboration between PACE and PAC, and the agenda item tonight is with Rick Travis. Now, before we go further, does everyone know who the old gays from TikTok are? Yes. Everybody?
I looked them up, yeah.
Okay, so just in case somebody's at home, they have 11 million followers on TikTok, and they are huge. Mm-hmm. They have a book coming out on November 28th from HarperCollins. The title of the book is The Old Gays Guide to Good Living. Commissioner Travis and I are proposing a panel discussion, book signing at Mary Pickford Theater on November 30th at 6 p.m. The ticketing will be done through the Mary Pickford Theater. PACE has approved our portion of the $1,600 budget for this event. Tonight, your vote will be for the cost of the theater rental, which includes the lighting, the audio, and the ticketing. HarperCollins has picked out a moderator for the event at no cost to the commissions. We have partnered with the bookstore and an independent bookstore in Palm Springs. They're called Best Bookstore. And they will cover the sale of all the books. In the past, I have attended some of the events that PAC has done. They did the at Mary Pickford, and they did the gentleman that won the Academy Award for the music from La La Land, and it was a great event. And they did the gentleman that won the Academy Award for The Darkest Hour, and that was a great event also. So this is sort of that situation. It'll be a panel discussion followed by a book signing up on the mezzanine. The city, if we pass here tonight, we'll be going to the city council for a vote, and this current council has honored them 2 years ago at LGBT Days when they hit 6 million followers. So they know who they are, so it shouldn't be a problem. With that, any questions?
Yes. Are the tickets is there going to be a charge for the tickets?
The tickets are free. We are a public commission. So Commissioner Travis and I had been a mountain of obstacles to get to the point where we had to find a bookseller. We had to, to make sure that the event would be more in the mission statement of each of our commissions.
So therefore, it is open to the public.
Yes, it will be. We don't know when the ticketing go live, and so we will be able to snag tickets for the commissions, for the council, and for city staff, and for people that we need to give tickets to. But then everything will go live, and it'll be first come, first serve. And then there are also tickets that they'll already have their seats.
And has this been approved by the Parks and Events Commission?
We passed it last week.
Okay,
yeah.
Great.
Our portion of it will cover the refreshments and the other $200 from the theater.
Great.
So if the commission approves it this evening, and either way, it'll go back to the council at their next meeting, not tomorrow's meeting, but the following one.
So I have a couple questions myself. For your guys' Parks Commission, who's on your ad hoc committee?
I'm sorry, what is
So
that?
usually when we work commission to commission, there's two people that come from here that go to the other commission because of the Brown Act. We all cannot talk about this.
Okay, so Commissioner Herrera is the liaison to this commission. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm, so is he?
Well, we have this gentleman here.
They're not the liaison. They're for Ocotillo Park. They're the two that went on the we don't have liaisons. We only have sponsors, and so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you introduced yourself as the liaison between. our
No,
commissions?
he's on the ad hoc committee for Ocotillo
Okay,
Park.
okay.
That's where I'm kind of confused, because this commission hasn't talked about this. Like, so when you guys are talking to put this on, who's putting the event on?
Our commissions are putting the event
You're
on.
correct. So have you seen the contract, Travis, with Mary Pickford?
No, we're bringing the.
We're just at the
proposals.
beginning stage of this. I mean, we need to find out if we can actually do this with the commissions, and then if you want a contract, we'll get a contract
Well,
for it.
no, the only reason why I'm asking is because of the Browns Act, all of us cannot talk about this. The same thing on your guys' commission. You can only have two. That's how come the ad hoc committee is there.
Okay, so I've only talked with Mr. Travis.
So if this is just the beginning of this.
We're at
and
the
this
very
is-
beginning, yes.
We have to talk as a commission to get an ad hoc committee going, correct? That way, there's two people always working, and they can come back and tell us what is going on, because I can't go and talk about this, right? So that's how come we do the ad hoc. And everything from Ocotillo Park, like Ann just said right now about the dream home, she has to figure out who the ad hoc committee is going to be to work on that with parks. But I feel like we've put the cart before the horse on this one, and I have so many questions.
We have, okay, so we have come up with an idea.
Correct.
We passed it through our commission. We met with everybody. See, we've never done something like this. So
Correct.
we had to go to the theater, we had to get a price. We got a price on the refreshments, and then we went through our commission, and we passed our portion of it. What I'm asking you tonight is to pass the other portion of the theater part. And I understand that you want more communication. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is I want to make sure that if we're going to do this, we do this right. And I'm able to ask questions.
You're able to ask questions right now.
I'm able, because you're bringing it, but usually we have an ad hoc committee who's going to come back, and I should be able to ask him about all these questions, because I won't be able to ask questions going forward. You guys will be.
Well, I think it sounds like this has been something that the two commissioners have kind of come up with to come up as a presentation.
Okay,
Right.
so the 800. Did any of you other three okay an 800 or talk about any money going towards this since we're working together?
That's why the agenda was brought forward tonight for you to consider
That's not how
it.
it works. Usually it comes before our board, and we talk like, okay, whoever's going on, they come forward, and we say, okay, thank you for giving us this thing. We talk among ourselves. We go and we make an ad hoc committee. That ad hoc committee goes and talks to them, which they would come up with some type of number. They would bring that back to us. Then we would discuss it and approve it. But that didn't
Do
happen.
you have a specific question tonight?
That is my question.
Okay,
What is
so-
the ad hoc committee?
Well,
Well,
I'm gonna,
here's the thing.
I'm going to intervene because
Go
this
ahead.
is,
Go ahead.
I need the commissions not to kind of disrupt one another. I think it just depends on the item that comes before you. I think this was something that a commissioner from our group and a commissioner from the Parks group brought forward and asked to put this on the agenda for a funding request. So the discussion of the commission is what you're doing tonight. If you, as a commission, feel that there's a need for an ad hoc committee other than the one person that's already been worked on it, I think that's something that you could identify tonight, or if you need more than one person to do this event. I think it's certainly appropriate for you to, if you are considering and want to approve the funding for it, based on timing wise, it would have to be approved tonight to be able to have time to go to the city council to be able to fund it. So the funding request would, if the board wishes to consider the funding, the item before you is to approve the funding.
You want us to fund something. This is where you're wanting us to fund something, and you want us to work on something with you, correct?
It's a collaboration between the two
And
commissions.
able
We
to-
really haven't had that many, I don't know how many collaborations there have been. I'm just saying that if we could just have a little blind faith tonight, and I promise you the next collaboration we do, we'll do it that way. But right now, this is a time-sensitive thing. The book comes out on November 28th. And so we've got to get the funding from our commission, from your commission, to go to the city council. It's a time-sensitive issue. So in the future, we'll figure out a way to work on collaborations in a different way.
Okay, so, Ann, we are working right now with Ocotillo Park.
Right.
You're getting ready to work or wanting us to work with them again that you just announced that we want to do for the dream homes, right?
Yes.
So let's take Ocotillo Park, and this is how we've worked with the other commissions, right? Because what ended up happening is the Brown Act is going to come in, and we as other commissioners on here are not going to be able to ask questions. That's how come there has to be an ad hoc committee. Yes, I understand Travis is in front of this, but Travis, have you seen the contracts? Who's going to be asking the questions? How far is this commission going to be involved? Are you going to need, is people,
We have
is Craig going to go and speak? Do you see what I'm saying?
So the agreements will be with the city, not the commission. So the commission is just approving funding to do the agreements, and just like the council, it'll approve, the funding for it. But the PACE Commission itself won't be authorizing the contracts. The city will.
Okay, so we're basically just paying for something and then walking away. That's the collaboration. I just want to make sure that's the truth.
Well, I think it's beyond that.
We're actually going to work on a great event together.
Yeah.
You're not walking
Okay,
away.
so
We have to
work
have people
together.
help serve the refreshments. We have to have.
Work together means what? That's what we're skipping here.
Together, okay, so the funding is $1,600.
I understand
Your
that.
commission is not allowed to do refreshments.
That's correct.
So what we're having you do is come up with $800 for the theater rental. As far as us working together, it's a great, worthwhile event for, these people are the biggest thing to happen out of the city since Timothy Bradley. So
Commissioner Baishu, I guess, I think maybe to the point that Commissioner Herrera is, so beyond the funding request, being that this is the last meeting of this commission before the event,
Right.
are there other activities that you would like to request assistance from the commissioners for day of, or, in the help of promotion of it? Are there other activities aside from working with one commissioner that?
well, I was going to
Peace
have
Commission-
them, well, we have refreshments to serve. We're going to have a holiday caramel popcorn to serve out. We have water, we have wine, we have ice cream.
Okay.
So we're going to have those things on trays. We just need help, people to volunteer and help on this.
Okay, so you see, that's where I understand this is time sensitive, but you brought this to the board, and I feel like we're considered enough when we work with your board. Something's not time sensitive. Your board is able to go back, talk among yourselves. And today, I just feel like I'm kind of bombarded saying,
Well-
you're going to do this because of time sensitivity.
Commissioner
Because-
Baishu, I'm going to ask you to not comment for just a minute. Okay.
So,
Our first meeting was canceled because of what happened in our city.
Correct.
So maybe if we had that first meeting, we've been able to work more on this. But we didn't have a meeting. You're on your second meeting this year. We just had our first. So we are behind you. So it's going to be a great event.
I don't doubt that, and I think these grades are going to be really, really great too. But I think going on, like this council, this commission's not going to be able to talk, because as soon as we approve this, we're approving working with them, and then we're going to go back and then create a committee to ask questions to. We don't even have a committee.
I guess I don't see what the need for the committee is. It seems like for this event that it's a very limited focus. It's going to be a limited term. There's already a commissioner that was kind of the co-creator of bringing this idea, that sponsored bringing it to you. So I don't know that you would necessarily have to create another commission, or if you wanted to just determine that.
It's not a commission, it's an ad hoc committee, and we've always done it when we worked
Yeah.
with another commission, just so that ad hoc committee can come back and fill us in, and we can ask all the questions we need to. I just asked 5 questions, and he couldn't answer them. So
What were the questions?
what are you going to have? What else do you need besides the money? Are we going to do anything else
Well,
with
I wanted
this?
you to show up and help volunteer for the event.
So
They'll
who's
be
gonna-
greeting the people, letting them know that the books are available over in the corner, and people should buy the book before the thing starts, because then they'll be able to save themselves time. We need someone to work on the stairs, someone to work on the elevator. Some of the people that are come to the event are not going to be able to do stairs, so we'll need someone at the elevator. We'll need someone at the top of the stairs. We'll need someone. We're going to put a bunch of chairs together for people that
Antonio,
can't stand for a
Antonio,
long time. So
this is not against you, but this is what
I'm not
he should-
feeling attacked. So just you know.
This is what he should be letting us know.
Go ahead and talk to me about it.
Right, okay, so if you're going to do this, who is going to be your second?
Well, I would love to have a second. Since I've been here one time, and this is my second meeting, I'm doing the very best I can to do that.
Correct.
Commissioner Travis,
The other thing is that I
Commissioner
would-
Travis, I'm so sorry. Can you speak
So,
up into the...
gotcha. Thank you for reminding me. I ask her to remind me every time. But anyway, so what happens is, yeah, I would love a second. I don't have a problem with that.
How did we come up for the 1,600? How did we come up with 800 for the number? How did we come up with all
because
that?
we went to the theater and we talked to the gentleman, Ted, who's very, very pro-city. And they charge $2,500 for that event.
space,
So,
normally.
Yeah, we came up with, it was
$1,000
for that, right? And then the 600 was for the refreshments that they're going to be,
That the Public Arts Commission will be funding.
so it's 1,600 total. So it was a really great opportunity.
And the rest of it's volunteer.
Yes.
Absolutely. We love that. We love all the volunteers.
It's going to be a busy night. People are going to sit down and, people have trays.
Yeah,
Ice cream.
it's-
Ice cream's
and
going to
I think
get,
it's
so it's
such-
just going to melt if it doesn't get out.
Given that it's time sensitive, so how is the word going to get out? Obviously, the bookstore is going to promote it because that benefits them. Obviously, the city
It's going to
can.
be on TikTok, obviously.
Oh, TikTok.
Well, besides that, we were going to rely on Ryan Hunt to put a press release out. This is going to sell out right away. All right, the tickets are free and they're huge.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
What she's asking is just like the breakdown of what you just gave us.
Right.
1,000 for the theater, 600 for
Exactly.
refreshments, the rest of it's volunteers, the bookstore's involved, city can help promote it. This
Yeah.
is kind of the detail, that's what we're asking for, is just some of the details around it.
This is a time-sensitive item, and in the future, when we do have joint ventures between the commissions, Commissioner Herrera is correct that we should have a subcommittee that normally would do this, but just like the funding request last meeting for us, we knew nothing about it until we walked into the room and we approved them. So this is somewhat similar in that range, and I think I would like to make a motion to approve the funding.
I have a few questions.
Oh, and I apologize.
Thank you. I've been waiting. It's okay. Thank you. I just have a couple questions I jotted down earlier. So I was wondering, you mentioned the bookstores covering the cost of the books.
Yes,
Can you
so,
elaborate on that a little bit?
okay, so initially HarperCollins wanted us to have a book involved with every seat. We can't do that, we're a public commission. So we did everything we could to make it align with our mission statements of what we do here. So we are not in the book selling business. We partnered with Best Bookstore in Palm Springs, and they will be selling 125 books. So if they sell them all, that's great, and if they don't sell all of them, that's still on them. It has nothing to do with us.
Okay, so the ticketing is completely separate from the
Yes, and the ticketing is free through the system of the Mary Pickford Theaters.
Okay, and then in terms of capacity, do you know already how many folks from the community would be able to attend the event?
210 seats.
Okay, 210 seats. And then in terms of ticketing, is online the only way that people will be able to get a ticket, or is there any reserved for in-person?
It'll be through the system. Go ahead.
Okay, just because a large
Sure,
portion
sure.
of our community is seniors that maybe are not online savvy, or,
Sure.
I don't know, just
Also,
thinking of
What we
inclusivity.
could do is with the tickets too, like if you know seniors that would be interested, we could give you the tickets to give to them. But what it is Ted suggested that we go through the ticket office, and the reason is that now you have an assigned seat, so you don't spend like a half an hour trying to figure out your seat. Now you have an assigned seat and everything's done, and it's free. So I thought but that would be another thing we could do is you could promote it to people who you think might be interested and would enjoy that.
Commissioner, I guess for either of the commissioners, is with the event, are they allocating a certain number of seats for city use? Like you said,
Well,
for reserved or whatever, before they open it up and
Before
sell
they
it?
go live,
Yeah.
we're going to probably snag about 50 tickets because there's the senior center, there's a lot of groups
Yeah.
that we would like to, and there's a group called Safe Space, and it's a bunch of gay kids that are, I just know the person that's involved with it, and we'd like to give some of those kids some of the tickets also. So those are the tickets, but then the rest will go live on
Yeah.
the ticketing thing. And I want to just apologize for if I was naive about the process, but we do have a great event for you. Okay?
Yes, I have a couple questions. So Travis, when it says that we are going to be sponsoring or buying the ticketing, what does that mean?
We're not sponsoring or buying the ticketing. They just have to, they're going to have tickets that are available that are for free, but they just will have a seat number on it, so it will be less confusing on the day of the event, and it will go smoother. And that's from the Mary Pickford Theater, because they have experience in these events, and they said it really works well that way. if it's not a cost to it, but to have a ticket. And also by having a ticket, a person would probably show.
And I imagine that being that this is going to be a popular event, that they would also be concerned about it being overloaded.
Also, Travis, how come that you didn't bring the request for the commission, our commission, to actually buy books and then hand them out for free, considering that you guys are trying to go at this as an educational thing? How come you guys didn't go that route? I mean, I would have liked to go that route instead of, I mean, I would have, well, that's why this is one of the reasons why they should have had an ad hoc committee, and it should have came before us to talk about it, because we're taking this out of our funds for education and we're paying for a theater. It's almost like we're just doing an event. I mean, as a commissioner, as an arts commissioner, I would have loved to see that, like our commission buy the books and then gave those for free to the people coming. That would have been an awesome idea to have that come across here. And also, so you guys say you're having a panel discussion, right? Who's running the panel discussion?
HarperCollins, I think you said?
HarperCollins selected a local podcaster, and the podcaster's name is Brent Berner. It's from a podcast called Gays Reading, and they mean that literally. It's about books, not reading, but it's they've interviewed them before and they did really well, so HarperCollins really wants them to do it.
So the book publisher is the one that, the book publisher is the
Selected
one that
them because they've worked with them in the
Okay.
past.
Okay.
And Ann, I'm pretty sure that you already talked to them. We can use this to get the theater, the funds for the theater out of our education fund.
That's why I put it before it. It is appropriate for that kind of use. It was just the original request or discussion was about using it for the refreshments, and I advised the commissioners that it was not, that we couldn't, for this commission, couldn't be used for refreshments.
Okay. Yeah, Travis, next time if just we can have a discussion and then an ad hoc, that way you can just come back and give us the information we
Sunshine,
need.
you're welcome to, you and I can talk, two of us sometime, and you can share all those things with me.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
I just think like at the
Welcoming that, maybe we could schedule that.
At the next, well, I don't want to schedule that outside of this, but at the next meeting, and if we could bring this back on so we can properly put an ad hoc committee together, just in case, like I said, I don't know what's coming next, or if they do want people to go help out, because usually, just like with your guys's thing that you guys did for Mary Pickford, right? Like if we were going to do that together, you had two of your guys's people there, you and Angel, right? Over here at Mary Pickford, right? It would be the same thing. Like if we were to do that together, then you'd have two here, and that would come back.
See, unfortunately, this event will be over with before the commission meets again, I believe. So that was the urgency of the timing of this.
This
So
is going to happen what day?
The event is on November 30th at 6 p.m.
No, we'll have another commission meeting.
it has to go to the council at their next
Yeah, that
meeting.
has nothing, you're going to put it for the funding today to go to council, but I mean, maybe that's something that, yeah, that we just put together something, that way they can come back and they can say, hey, we did this, we were involved this way, and this is how things went. Because I just, if we're going to do stuff together, I just want to make sure you have a point of contact, because if not, then you're going to have to come back to the whole commission again.
Okay.
So,
So is it a desire of the commission, in addition to, I think Commissioner Travis has been the lead and the sponsor of this, is there somebody else that wants to participate as a subcommittee to talk about this or to bring it back?
I'm glad to help you, Rick.
Thank you.
that'd be great, thank you.
Well, where does that leave us this evening?
What staff is requesting, there was a motion made by the chair to approve the funding, and then it just was delayed because there was a question. So staff is looking to see if there's a second and a vote.
I second that we approve this.
And before we start the vote, I'm going to ask for public comments. If you're a member of the public and you'd wish to comment on this item, please raise your hand. And I see none, so I'll go ahead and start the e-vote. If Chair Rudolph, if you'd please, let me change the screen over so the public can see. 1 second. Okay, it looks like we did have a motion by Chair Rudolph and a second by Vice Chair Liebel, and motion passes 4-1.